Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly forecast. And before we get started, we're going to quickly look at the Nasdaq chart, what we expected, and if we expected it correctly, and then we're going to move forward into the sort of weekly forecast. Now, going into this week, we already expected that price potentially could push back towards these lows on Monday, Tuesdays. However, you can see I provided multiple updates saying that price should continue higher to attack these highs. Why? Because this 4-hour fair value gap, as you can see, we respected it here and then we closed back above it, which immediately flipped my bias because this is a very key level that where price was being respected. You can see we have a tap, a tap, a tap, and then when price broke below it, we had a tap, push back down. This would have been the idea if price wanted to go to continue these lows. However, Wednesday was a no trading day because there was no news, and then Wednesday confirmed that price closed back above. So I was expecting price to use this as a support level, hence why we were selling into that area. Now we missed the buy from this bottom here because it was during the PM session. However, in New York Open on Friday ended up giving you that expansion where you managed to continue this move up. Now going into this week, I'll be looking at this 4-hour fair value. It's going to be quite key. As you can see, we've broken back above it. I believe that price should use this as these levels as support to push price back up, because this is the main target. This is the original consolidation of this higher time frame market maker buy model, where price ends up, pulling back towards a key liquidity point, a point of interest, and this is where your smart money reversal will potentially get in, where price continues towards the highs again. So unless we break back below this level, I would potentially be targeting these lows and obviously get back into this key area. If price closes back below this 4-hour fair value gap, right, then you're likely to see price push back towards these lows and there. But however, for now, we're still in this sort of bullish move. We'll see what happens on the market open, because potentially market open could open back above here, and then we could potentially start seeing some sort of sell-offs because price external liquidity has now been taken. However, for now, we just keep it bullish. That's all I'm saying. We just keep it bullish unless, these key levels, 4-hour fair value gaps, 1-hour fair value gaps start to get breached, and then you start saying, okay, something's going on here, because the market already knows what it's trying to do. It knows where it closes. The bodies tell the story. The wicks do the damage. And you can see right here, this was a perfect example of that, where the wicks were doing the damage above this 4-hour fair value gap. However, as soon as the body started to close, the next candle immediately expanded back towards the downside. And then look at that. We respected this 4-hour imbalance here, this BISI. So this is how price can use these fair value gaps to as support and resistance for price to push up. And because we use that, this was your confirmation that price is now back into bullish order flow. You can see that we inverted this as well. There's extra support, and then price retraced back into there to push price back up. So as I said, a quick recap, I'm expecting a potential retracement at the start of the week to push price back up over here. If we go to what we're going to do, Forex Factory, and have a look at the calendar, I'll quickly filter it to the high impact and then just do USD and then apply. So going into this week, quite a decent week in terms of we've got CPI, PPI, and then we've got retail sales. Wednesday will be a no trading day for me. I believe Monday will be a no trading day for me as well. We'll skip Monday, which is going to be a no news Monday. Tuesday is going to be our key day, so we'll see exactly what happens Monday, and then that will be able to help us going into the next day. If Monday gives us a sort of consolidation / pullback, Tuesday is going to be that nice expansion that we get with that CPI level, CPI price, and then we'll be able to continue targeting the highs over here. However, if Monday gives you that break towards the upside, right, and it leaves some certain fair value gaps, price could give you that pullback on Tuesday to push price back up higher with CPI, something like this. If you get a break above this level here, this will be, you can see that it would it be previous weekly high Monday? Yeah, that would be the prior weekly high. So if you get that, you'll expect for price to use this level as support, pushing price back up. So that's a breakdown for Nasdaq. Let's quickly switch over to gold, and I'll see what I can provide in terms of insights. Now gold, crazy sort of day. And this is where I was saying that yes, it is a choppy market. It's not really as choppy. It's still climbing in a direction, but very, very slowly. You know, ever since we got above this inverted fair value gap, I said it is only bullish. Price is likely to continue straight up towards these highs here, and the other buy side liquidity. Let's bring that back, and the other buy side liquidity, which is above that. That's the targets going into. It's still the targets. There's nothing changed. Price is starting to keep creeping up. All I advise you guys to do is just mark the prior daily low as your key liquidity key point. If price spikes out that prior daily low, that will be very key going into this week. So I'm going to already mark up Friday's low. I believe that's this one. So I already marked up Friday's low. So that will be the PDL. Now, if Monday wants to start trading back within this range and take out some PDLs, yeah, that will be a key level to buy off, to expect some sort of reversal if time meets price. So that means that if price is in the right time window, i.e. a US session, you know, New York open timing, and price, you know, can give you that change in state sort of thing, then price can continue back up towards these highs, and then you want to sort of target, you know, the prior daily high. I keep doing that because I'm on a Mac, not a Windows computer, and that will be your PDH, and that can even be the prior weekly high. Yeah, so that will be also be your prior weekly high, right? And then if price can do something like that, price can, you know, continue that sort of bullish pressure to expand right towards the, you know, the upside here. Now this could also all be potential accumulation, and we could get a big dip back into this area, oh dear, with CPI or something like that, to take out all of these lows as a big manipulation event, right, back into this area, and then we can get a big expansion. So you got to remember, a lot of traders only trade this short-term mindset on what's going to happen today, what's going to happen today, what's going to happen today, and they tend to forget on what that overall higher market play could be. This could be, you know, a sort of clean accumulation level, where, as I said, price could potentially manipulate all of these lows and then push back up. Either way, all pullbacks I'm expecting will be, you know, they're just retracements. There wouldn't be any sort of expansion legs unless price on the daily level closes back below this inverted fair value gap. So if price closes back below here on the daily low, I would expect price to sort of start filling back this imbalance here and target those lows. But that's pretty much it for that on gold. I'll keep it nice and short. The main video will be my Nasdaq breakdown. If you guys want to watch that, I'll be uploaded first. But that's pretty much it. It's been OaseFX. Peace out.